You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the March 6, 2024 meeting of the LaPorte County Board of Commissioners. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone to the LaPorte County Commissioners meeting, Wednesday, March 6th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Clay Turner, if you lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Commissioner Mrzinski,
Here.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Present.
Commissioner Haney.
Present.
Consider agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Roll call. We need a roll call.
Roll call.
Thank you, sorry. Commissioner Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Mrzinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye. Consider approval of February 21st, 2024 minutes.
Motion to approve minutes as presented.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Mrzinski.
Aye.
Consideration of claims. Payroll, beginning with payroll.
Payroll ending February 23rd of 2024 is $1,510,317.24.
Motion to approve payroll as presented.
So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Mrzinski.
Aye.
Operating expense claims.
Are $3,934,225.29.
Motion to approve the claims as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Mrzinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa.
Aye. So we'll open this meeting to public comment.
Good morning. Steve Hollifield, 6782 East, 100 South Mill Creek. A couple of topics here. The last council meeting I attended, apparently we lost a generator. I was wondering if you guys know anything about that, if you had a chance to maybe talk to the council. I mean, how do you lose a generator? And the way I understood it, it wasn't even hooked up to anything from several years ago. And as we spoke before, next Wednesday at 6 p.m. at the Fish Lake Community Center, Lincoln Township Community Building, the group of people that are against the solar panels are going to be meeting there with proposals and voice their opinions. We'd like to extend our invitation to the commissioners if they want, and if there's anybody that you can contact from the council, the BZA, and Plan Commission, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mike Ekovich Jr., 2828 North, 500 East. My question would be, I guess the topic today would be the solar ordinance. And as I dissected the Q&A we had last time with the solar company, the representatives from RWE, some partial information, misinformation. I've also dissected 11 other solar ordinances in the state. Actually had some really good articles in there. I guess my question is, what's it take to place a moratorium on solar until we get a amended solar ordinance?
So,
Is that a possibility, or how does that?
So unfortunately, this is public comment.
Okay,
And what
thank
we
you.
do is we have everyone come in for their public
Okay.
comments.
Okay.
But you can contact the office and then we can talk about that.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. Public comment? Do we have anyone? Come on.
Yes, my name is Don Huffgard. It's 10078 North Holstead. And I was here last time just to comment about the no parking signs in the county roads and hoping that the commission can do something about them.
So what we're gonna do is someone under department heads, they're gonna come up and then they're gonna explain so that the whole public understands how we're handling that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning. My name is Pat Meany. I reside at 4078 West Schultz Road, LaPorte. Madam, Mr. Haney, Mr. Morzinski. I know this is not on the agenda for today, but it's coming your way. Our Plan Commission has voted to send the subdivision to you folks for some sort of recommendation. They sent it to you with no recommendations of their own, and so eventually you're going to end up hearing it. The only thing that I ask is that when you do hear it, you might want to ask yourself why a man that was offered mediation through this county and the lawsuit refused it. And he doesn't want to sit down and address the issues that this is going to cause. So I think if there's some open honesty, some transparency, if I were you guys, I wouldn't touch it. I'd send it back to the Plan Commission with recommendations that they resolve this issue and put restrictions on the plat, the subdivision plat. Mr. Haney, I heard at the last Plan Commission meeting that this is not the appropriate time to put those restrictions on. In the beginning, if it's not the appropriate time, it's not the appropriate time to put it on the second hearing for the plat and the final one. You have the ability, and so does the Plan Commission, to put the restrictions on at any time, and also to hold him financially responsible as part of the restrictions. So we've been dealing with this for almost 9 years now, and it's been a one-way street. And the only way that it has been is what the developer wants to do. And he don't want no input from you. He doesn't want input from the Plan Commission. He just wants his own way. And if you don't think that we're going to face another 6 or 10 years of this, you'll be mistaken. So I know it's going to come up again, and I'll be here again to talk about it when it does. I just wanted to say that part.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else from the audience?
I hope you can hear me.
You can pull it down.
Oh, okay. I just want to say thank you to Bruce Johnson and commissioners for everything you've done with the Bridge Planning Committee. I'm sorry, in the naming of having my family's name put on one of the bridges. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do we have anyone on Zoom?
This is Tommy Kolovic from 1316 Ohio Street. I'm a Michigan City man. Good morning, distinguished and honorable county commissioners.
Good
I
morning.
have a public service announcement I'd like to make. This is for the teenagers, 16-year-olds up, college students, young adults. This is more for those that are more upwardly mobile in life, would be more upwardly mobile in life, and kind of like mine are. Trying to get this up. Screen share. Oh, 3 photos. Here we go. Add. Well, we're looking for lifeguards at Washington Park Beach. Let me get out of this. The starting pay is $27.09 an hour. There's more for the assistant lifeguard and more for the head lifeguard. They're real good paying jobs. You can apply at the City Hall or the Fire Training Center on Michigan Boulevard. I also want to congratulate our Michigan City Marquette girls basketball team. They're the state runner-ups in 1A. They played a really great game last Saturday against Lanesville. They live outside Louisville, Kentucky. I think they even though they lost the game, I said they're going to be back next year. They only graduated 2 seniors. I also want to congratulate the Marquette boys basketball team. They won the sectional Saturday, so they're going to be moving on to the regional. I want to talk about a young man who grew up across the street from my mom over there in Applewood subdivision. He graduated from Michigan City High School in 2018. He's a 6'5", 300-pound defensive tackle. He just graduated as a graduate student from Florida State University. He just competed in the NFL Combine down in Indianapolis. Of all the defensive tackles, he ranked #1 in all the events that he took. He's going to be embarking on his career in the National Football League very soon. Next, the NFL draft is going to be next month. I expect he's probably going to be called on the first day of the first round, playing the National Football League somewhere. I also want to recognize that these next 2 Saturdays, where Michigan City High School is going to be hosting the IHSA Boys Basketball Regional, and the next week is going to be the Semi-State. Very, very big events. The IHSA Boys Basketball Tournament is regarded as one of the greatest in the state of Indiana. Hoosier Hysteria at its best. I just want to thank the LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau for that. We had it last year, this year. Hopefully we get to have it every year. Maybe I would like to make a request to the sheriff to maybe have his trustee crew from the LaPorte County Jail Community Corrections maybe come out and do some litter picked up around those areas. We're going to have both weekends, we're going to have 4 different schools around all over northern Indiana coming. And I just want to make a good impression on us, for our city and our county. I just want to say that'll conclude my public comment for this morning. You all have a very pleasant good day. Peace be with you. Go Wolves. Smoking carbon monoxide detectors save lives. And I'm Len O'Connor. And I'm out.
Thank you. Is there anyone else for public comments? Anyone in the audience for public comments? Closing public comments. Moving on, department head comment.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Monique Thomas, HR Director for LaPorte County Government. At this time, I would just like to say that I have hired my HR assistant, Ms. Pam Monahan. She comes to us from Kansas City, Missouri, and we are thankful and we're glad to have her as our new HR assistant for LaPorte County.
Welcome aboard to our family.
Good morning. Eric Fenstermaker, Administrator of LaPorte County EMS. Brian Beach with me, Assistant Administrator of LaPorte County EMS. We do not have a formal board yet or a way to recognize our people properly. So we wanted to bring forth a promotion that we just made official last week, if we may, just to recognize her real quick.
Absolutely.
So if Jennifer Sadie would come forward, please. Jennifer was just promoted to captain for our service. Previously had served as a lieutenant, I don't know what, 5 years ago. Decided to throw her hat back in the ring and help lead our people. So we're happy to welcome her aboard as our newest captain.
Well, congratulations. I've heard you've done a wonderful job in the past.
Let's fill them out. Let's fill them out. Now you have to give a speech. No,
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Hi, Charity Glazer, Highway Department Superintendent. So I'm going to address the no parking signs that were put up last couple weeks. The county has had an ordinance since 1997 that prohibits parking on any county roads. This includes subdivision roads because they are maintained by the county. In order to enforce this, we had to put the signs up per the ordinance. This is just to deter people from permanent parking on county roads. If we go in to do any maintenance, snow removal, the cars that are parked there becomes hazards. You know, we can't get around them, we can't maneuver around them. So the signs are to prevent people from parking when we have to do maintenance. It gives us the authority to get those cars removed. You know, it's not just us, it's EMS, it's fire department, it's school buses. And we're not trying to tell people they can't have a party and have people park in their, you know, in front of their house on the streets and subdivisions. But it's just permanent parking we're trying to get avoided.
Right. So just so that the public understands, I mean, it's not like we're trying to enforce, but we had to have the signs actually posted so that then.
If we needed to remove a car, we had the authority to do so.
And so and last year we did have a couple of situations where we were working on roads, and because we didn't have the signs posted, we had individuals still coming to the same location and parking on the streets, even though we were doing work that was infringing on us.
Correct. There was one car that had to be drug off the road. It was not even mobile. Had to be drug off the road for us to pay last year.
So have you had a lot of calls on?
We've had a few when they were first put up questioning the signs, but once you explain that it's not, you know, it's just for permanent parking, and when we're doing maintenance to have the cars removed, they understand. So.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Good morning, Rob Savy with LaPorte County Emergency Management. Just wanted to bring something to everybody's attention. Next week is the Severe Weather Preparedness Week in Indiana. So on Tuesday, March 12th at 9:15 is when they're going to put out the statewide alert. So the tornado sirens are going to go off. So I just wanted to let everybody know that not to be alarmed. And if there is bad weather that day, they're going to move it back to the 13th. So just wanted to bring that up to everybody's attention. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Jeremy Sebecki from the Parks Department. I just wanted to mention our new newsletter came out with all of our events and programs coming out. Look at our website, LaPorteCountyParks.org. LaPorteCountyParks.org. One of the things I wanted to highlight was we have the eclipse coming up in April. Now we're not in 100%, total coverage, but we're like 96%, and we're working with the library to do events leading up to that eclipse. So look at the program for that. But we're also going to have events the day of the eclipse at Creek Ridge and Lure, where people can come out, and we're going to have a limited number of glasses, viewing glasses and things like that. So I think that's something that. If we were in 100% totality, this area would be nuts with people. But I think even if you're not able to go to that 100% totality, which is just a little south of us, I think it's still going to be something to watch and or something to see. And our programming staff's going to do some informational events about how this happens and things like that, and stuff about the solar system leading up to it in the weeks ahead of that, the main event. So look at our website, check that out, and come see us at the parks. We got a lot of good stuff going on. So
thank you.
Hey, Jeremy.
Do we have anyone on Zoom, department heads? Okay, moving on. We'll close department head comments. Request. We have a request to consider sick days for Daniel Turner, who is retiring from the Highway Department.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, so Diane is retiring. I didn't even bring
Diane or Daniel?
Daniel Turner.
Okay, Daniel.
Yep, so we're just requesting that we get his sick days paid out to him.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have a discussion? Hearing no discussion.
Commissioner
Roll call.
Rosinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We have no old business to discuss. New business. consider bids for paving, materials, signs, pavement markers.
Okay, we're opening up, I'm sorry. We're opening up a bid for Class 6 from Michael Todd Industrial Supply. It's accompanied with a check for $1,000. For signpost and hardware quote, $148.55. For barricades and cones quote, $538.50. For sheeting price quote, varies by roll size, net price $17.16.
Multiple things.
Pardon me?
There'll be multiple things on there.
Okay. Yes, multiple itemizations. Here, Diane. Okay. Another Class 6 quote from Osborne Associates. Again, accompanied with a $1,000 check. And there are multiple, itemizations. I don't know if we need to go through all of them, or if anyone's requesting that we go through every price for every item.
So normally what we can do is the highway department superintendent will stay after the meeting, and if anyone from the audience would like to view them, and they will be in her office over at the highway department, they can go over there and they can view the bids as well. She'll review everything and then she'll bring it back at our next commissioners meeting with a recommendation of who she thinks is the best person or the best company.
Oh, thank you, Madam President. Just to have a record, we have quotes here for blanks, faces, completed signs, letters, numbers, reflective sheeting, Avery Dennison brand, cones, signposts, and brackets and lights, all different sizes and weights, it appears here. So thank you. Here you go, Diane. And then we have, oh, that's this one, okay.
This is 11, class 11.
Class 11 quote from Pavement Solutions. With a bid bond for $1,000 from Ohio Farmers Insurance Company for 192,000 gallons, more or less, bituminous application of a unit price of 90 cents per gallon for a total amount of $172,800. And it's also accompanied with a certificate of qualification. This is from the Clink Group, Class 11, bituminous materials. This is quantity 700,000 gallons. And it has various prices on here. I don't know if it's per truckload. Application only of AE 90 at 30 cents per gallon, AE 90S 30 cents per gallon, a minimum 12,000 gallons per day with one distributor truck, and a certificate of existence as well too, and a bid bond from the Cincinnati Insurance Company. This is Class 11 as well too, from Asphalt Materials Incorporated.
And this has various itemizations for AE90, AE90S, AEF, AENT, AEPL, and dust lay, all per gallon, respectfully, anywhere from $2 and apparently 43 cents and up. And that's together with a CNA surety bid bond and surety from the insurance company. The last one for 11, class 11. This is from Central Paving Incorporated. A self-propelled full width chip box and two 2,000-gallon distributors with operators. Cost of application 42 cents per gallon. And again, this has various contract amounts under the experience part of the questionnaire. And a bid bond from Liberty Mutual Insurance together with a power of attorney and certificate of qualification from the Indiana Department of Transportation. This is a class 12 quote from Reith Riley for hot asphalt concrete. So we have a base bid for number 8 type B binder mix per ton, $69.60. Number 11 type B surface mix per ton, $76.60. Alternate bid of $73.85 for type B base mix. Number 5, number 9 type B surface mix, $79.60 per ton. Number 12 type B, $84.95 per ton. Type C binder mix, $78.70 per ton. And number 11 type C surface mix, $93.45 per ton. Fog spray per foot, $1. Joint seal adhesive per foot, $1. There's the legal status this contains and various other contractors' bids here for asphalt pavement, bridges, interchange construction under the experience and so forth. And certificate of existence with the Secretary of State and with certification.
Same class, these two together.
Oh, okay, these are together? Okay. This is from Milestone Contractors LP, Class 12 hot asphalt concrete. One envelope contains a CNA surety for the bid bond. Number 8 type B binder mix, $96 per ton. Type number 11 type B surface mix, $114 per ton. Alternate bid number 5 type B base mix, $96 per ton. Number 9 type B surface mix, $101 per ton. Number 12 type B surface mix, $117 per ton. Number 8 type C binder mix, $99 per ton. Number 11 type C surface mix, $124 per ton. Fog spray, 25 cents it appears per linear foot. Joint seal $1 per linear foot, and it's accompanied with other documentation.
This is class 12.
Class 12? Last class 12. This is from 13, class 13. This is accompanied with a $1,000 check as well. I'm trying to, from avalanche snow removal and maintenance. We have mobilization, $500 per day. Railroad crossing marking, $900 per set. Stop bar marking, $450. and turn arrow marking $350. There's another notation next to it. I cannot decipher it. Yeah, stop bar, layout, and stripe each apparently $350. Arrow marking each $500. And the railroad crossing stenciled painted set as well too for $450 as well. Okay, last class 13 from apparently C.E. Hughes Milling Incorporated. A bid bond from AIA, Old Republic Surety Company. Price per linear foot of marking mobilization, $2,500 per 100,050 linear foot. Same thing, $2,500, $200,000 linear foot, $2,500, 300 linear feet. And then there's various itemizations for the stop bar marking, turn arrow marking, railroad crossing marking, and 4-inch solid white paint, yellow paint, skip paint, solid yellow epoxy, solid white epoxy, and 4-inch skip yellow epoxy. And they were all timely submitted per the request.
Very good. I would make a motion to show these bids and quotes timely received and direct our highway superintendent to review them and come back with recommendations.
So we have a motion and a second. Any questions? Hearing none. Roll
Commissioner
call.
Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Merzinski.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Consider waste management tire amnesty days. This is something that we do every single year, right?
Becoming an annual event. I didn't pass this law back in 22, so you're going to see me every year from now on out.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
To approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Merzinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammarosa,
Aye.
Commissioner Haney.
Aye.
Thank you.
Commissioners,
Thank you.
Gonzalez, can I get a copy of that once it's signed? Thank you.
Consider 6 nominations for Bridge Naming Committee. Bruce Johnson.
Bruce Johnson, I'm here on behalf of Sue Webster and Don Lodi from the Bridge Naming Committee. And we have 6 bridges to nominate. One is, since I would be glad to come back and read these later then. If
Yes.
you want me to.
Yes.
Okay.
So what we've asked is just for time restraints today, if he could just name the nominees, and then at the next meeting he could come back and read the story. And in the meantime, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and post all the stories, all the different information that he received onto our website. Thank you.
Okay, the first one is Roman Gruz. He is a very prominent person in development of Wanata, and that would be bridge number 136. The Lyle family farm, there are 5 generations of that family, and we were doing a memorial bridge, and members of those family members would be bridge on the Kankakee River, bridge number 162, on 1500 south that crosses the Kankakee River, in memory of those members of that family. And Connie Lyle is here today to represent the family, and we wanted to do this now because the last of the children of the 3rd generation is very, very ill right now, and we want to get this done before it's too late. So, all right. And then we have Daniel Lowe. Many of you know about Lowe Cemetery on Johnson Road. Daniel Lowe is very prominent in the history of LaPorte County, and we would like to name the bridge 460014B on 400 North, east of Johnson Road, the Daniel Lowe Memorial Bridge. Peter White, also Pierre LeBlanc. He was French Canadian, emigrated to the United States from Canada after the War of 1812, and he's very prominent in the history of LaPorte County. He was responsible for building the fort in Door Village during the Black Hawk War, and he's also in November of 1832, they had the very first LaPorte County Circuit Court assembled. And they had 3 legal issues to solve, and one was making him a naturalized citizen of the United States. So he's the first person to be naturalized in LaPorte County, Peter White. And that would be bridge number 36 in Scipio Township. Michael Brennan, very, very prominent in the history of LaPorte County, responsible for the Unity Foundation, the founding of the Lighthouse Place Outlet Center. He was a lawyer and founded the LaPorte County Bar Association. And we're nominating Bridge over 1000 North, crossing over I-94 in memory of Michael Brennan. And then Henry Clyburn and his mother-in-law Miriam Benedict are both extremely important in the history of LaPorte County. They are the first white settlers. They and their families are the first white settlers in LaPorte County. And we've already nominated a bridge and have a bridge for Miriam Benedict. And we'd like to do one also for Henry Clyburn. If it wasn't for him, he wouldn't have brought his mother-in-law here to LaPorte County to settle. And so that would be bridge number 258 on Wozniak Road.
Thank you.
Motion to approve the 6 nominations brought forward by the Bridge Naming Committee.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Grammarosa?
Aye.
Commissioner Haney?
Aye.
Commissioner Merzinski?
Aye. Thank you, Bruce.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Consider quotes for sewer line replacement project.
More information, Sean Fitzpatrick, Director of Facilities.
Okay, just for the record, potential bidders had up until the meeting to submit quotes. To my knowledge, we did not receive any here at the meeting. So we received an email quote February 29th at 12:48 p.m. And that's from D.A. Dodd. And they quoted a price of $108,700. Here, we received by mail. Was this yesterday? Hang on. Okay. 1:43 p.m. on March 5th. And this is from LaPorte County Project Management. And the proposal is in the amount of $81,880.
So now, were there 2 parts to that, or was it all in one?
Here.
Did that include all the work?
Correct. What the instructions for the request for quotes had all parts included.
The cost breakdown was for Arctic Engineering Company, $72,500, and LaPorte County Project Management for the Project Assistance Supervision Coordination, $9,380.
Well, no, my question was because there was a pit, so I just want to make sure that it includes the line and the pit on the overall totals.
Thank you. So I don't want to be inconsistent here, but on D.A. Dodd, looking at the job description, it does say replace pump slides as needed. Price does not include replacing or rebuilding of pit pumps.
Okay, so so we just want to establish that. And then on the first bid, does that include the pit or does it not include the pit?
I'll just read the job description so there's no, it's in a paragraph form. Replace approximately 100 feet of 8-inch soil waste pipe in the mechanical room. Demo out existing cast iron pipe. Replace hangers as needed, clear remove pipe from site, install new 8-inch Spear Schedule 80 AW Lab waste pipe and fittings. Customer to provide vac truck for cleaning of pit. DA to provide necessary work platforms and equipment to perform demo and install. Project not to exceed 14 calendar days. DA reserves the right to perform work on Saturdays and or after hours to ensure project completion within or under a stated time frame due to temperature of kitchen waste and lines as recommended by DA to install spares lab waste schedule 80 CPVC, which has a temperature rating of up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Replace sump pit lid and piping from lid to main soil pipe. Replace pump slides as needed. Price does not include replacing or rebuilding of pit pumps. That's for LaPorte County Project Management. Furnish labor and materials, perform necessary demolition of exposed deteriorated 8-inch sewer pipe in the lower level of LaPorte County Complex. Furnish and install a new 8-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe, including necessary scaffold for access. Also included is replacement of the ejector pit lid, along with overtime working hours if necessary for minimal disturbance of facility activities. It is our opinion that the grease interceptor lid is currently in inadequate condition, and replacing it could do more harm than benefit due to it being set in concrete. And then there's various cost breakdown as well too. There is a voluntary alternate number 1 that says please add $30,200. For Arctic Engineering, $22,500. Marcus Electric, subcontractor at no markup, electrical scope for pump replacement, $2,240. LaPorte County Project Management, supervision, coordination, assistance, $5,460. That scope of work would be to furnish labor and materials to rework all piping for ejector pit due to deficiencies or overall poor condition of current installation, replace ejector pit pump and associated mounting rails. And then there is further proposals within this from Arctic and Marcus as itemized.
That's following the scope that we requested.
Okay, so based on those numbers, would someone want to make a motion? Or do you want to put this out for review and then come back at the next commissioners meeting?
I think we should have maintenance review that and come back with their recommendation.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a few.
And just so we, I'm just going to say this publicly so that nobody thinks like I'm trying to rush this through, but we cannot move the 5th floor. We can't go forward with occupying the 5th floor until this work is done because our pipes on the 5th floor have to tie into the sewer system, and we cannot have occupancy until we have repaired the sewer system. So, okay, so you'll review it and then come back at the next commissioners meeting.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
That was my motion. Do you want to vote on that?
We have to do.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn?
Actually, Commissioner Mrazinski was saying he made a motion for facilities director to review it. I would second that.
Okay.
Since it's sitting out there, yeah.
Okay.
Commissioner Mrazinski,
Aye.
Commissioner Haney,
Aye.
Commissioner Grammeros.
Aye.
All right, and motion to adjourn. And
Now a
second.
motion to adjourn? And a
second.
second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.